I'm about 21 minutes from my house on the way to Spokane. I think we're still in Lincoln County, but we're close to the Spokane County line. And I see some canola in the distance. You see the field. Now I'm just going to do a warm-up. I hope this is in the viewfinder. I'm pretty sure it is. Reimagining the area. I do want to get the sense of distance. Get rid of that black sky. We'll probably hold on to this black. So beautiful. Okay. I think I'm going to put this on an easel and continue it. So I have a nice sketch in. There's already a lot of nice technique on this painting. I don't know why I'm painting over it. But there's a lot of good technique. However, the colors don't match the scene. So let me try and work some resolution between the two. And I have no idea what I'll do. I have a feeling for the scene though. Hope I can keep my shoulder out of the view camera. Let's consider this yellow. Now the canola, which is a lot like mustard, didn't Van Gogh like his mustard fields? The canola is out of condition. This is probably the last day I can come out and see something yellow. So I'm in a hurry, in a rush. But I have a visual memory of what it looked like when I see it every year when it's in full bloom. Never use one yellow when you can use two. Come to grips with this guy. Now, a lot of people misinterpreted my last. I did a canola out here 2 days ago, and I didn't like what I did, so I went back to the studio, and the next day I revisited in my memory. What I do is I look intentionally, and I take a snapshot with my mind, and then I go back in my memory and see what I saw, and the guy was big on that. He insisted that you paint from memory. An artist is also working when she's only looking. Is the quote that I came up with. Sure do like that black. goal here is going to be to major and minors, do the least, put in the least. And I already forgot what this is. This is that nice curve ahead. And this is where I put drag ground over the face of my redhead model, who I also drew from memory. Kind of half memory, half from a sketch. So thinking about contrasts. Let's find something to, well, I don't need to find something. I wanted to find something to equivalate this blue, but now I've covered it with my finger. That's fine. Of course, I know I'll have that in the studio, see? So I'm also thinking about my studio palette, broader palette. I don't have a large palette here. It is organized for canola. Well, I love the green sky. The green sky is an analogy with the yellow. So I like to keep the green sky. Here I am adding some blue sky nonetheless. Oh, so I'm going to need to do something in here. I guess if I go with the green, this is blue that I'm using, but if I go with green, I'll unify the area. Maybe I'll put green over the top of this blue. I don't know. Everything I do, I just am looking to see the result. I have these olive and tan Terry Ludwigs. Really effective. This is, what brand is this? I don't really use it very much. Richardson. It's going to be strong at whatever it is, so I'm going to avoid it for now. Here it is in a mint green. This will be nice. Matter of fact, so this is a Richardson in a mint green, if you will. It's a yellow green. So I have it's delighting me. So I have a painting. The objective now will be to continue to get it closer to what I'm looking at. So this dark green is nice, but it doesn't feel like the scene. It's a strong color too. So let's take an olive green. So I'm bringing the intensity and the value more in line with my daylight scene. This is noon, by the way, or I left at noon. No, I didn't. I left at 5 minutes to 1. So it's somewhere getting close to 2 o'clock. It'll be the hottest in the high 80s at about 3, so I'm not suffering yet. You guys, I suffer a lot in the heat. When I grew up in Hoquiam, if it was 70 degrees out, that was a really hot day in the summer. We still put on our coat, though, because we had one season, and if you're going out the door, you put on your coat. Now, this little vignette over here is nice, but I think it's going to distract. So let's get rid of it. Don't hold anything precious, even if it looks really nice at the time. So I'm wanting unity. This shape is nice. It doesn't stand out. But I like the edges. Let's try and get it to proceed from behind it. Whatever is behind it. I like that blue cut a lot. So let's keep that blue cut. I see blue in that hay. It's a blue-green. This is very colorful. We'll get rid of this light color because it's distracting. Keep this light color because it's reflecting the sun. This black, I just can't bring myself to get rid of that black, so we're going to keep it. Get rid of this black sky, though. I like the scumbling that I have up here, so I'm going to maintain it as long as possible. Okay, I don't like that shower. Somebody misinterpreted the time of day and the type of weather. But I was on the painting I did the other day, but I thought, yeah, I like the colors I've got, so I left it. I want to know something about the scene, but I never want to ruin a good painting with the truth. Here's a really high intensity yellow. Let's jack this yellow as hard as we can here. Get it really prominent. Let's pull some of the yellow down to the front. So I have 2 places of yellow. Consider a third. But I want it to make sense. And I want it to be a disequilateral triangle. Well, that's nice. It's being contaminated by the blue. Yeah, so I like the way that yellow organizes. Okay, so we're going to stay with this for now. Instead of a warm-up, I did a painting. And I have another site picked out with a barn and canola, if I can tolerate being in view of the farmers. I hope they come out and say hi because I'm sure they know my in-laws. Okay, my friends, I've come down McFarland Road, so I squared several fields. Now I'm on a remote road, although I'm looking at 2 farmsteads ahead of me on Cooley High Road. And you can see what I have in the aperture now. I admit pride has kept me from using a viewfinder for many years, and yet every time I look through a viewfinder, I just am amazed at the value of it. So I've started using viewfinders. At my next plein air, I'm going to cut some viewfinders for my students. So I have an umbrella clipped to the pop-up door, lift-up door of the Dodge van. And so let's see what we can do. Now I am at about 35% power. I just plugged it into the van. Now the van has a weak battery, so I use a battery, one of those newfangled cell phone sized battery chargers. So it's really tenuous. Let's see how far I can get before I fully run out of battery. And the wind is going to move my easel around, but it isn't very windy, and it's a beautiful day, really. I'm kind of getting used to this heat, believe it or not, because if I get about a month of this heat, I'm used to it now. I hope I can stand out of the way. Okay, no, I can't do that because I have to look through my viewfinder. Okay, that can't work. So I'm gonna peek through my viewfinder and then I'm gonna stand aside for you. Okay. I'm going to try and avoid this there's a situation here where I live in eastern Washington where a lot of the views, the bottoms of things are cut off by landmass. So that's called defilade. And so the bottom of this tree grouping is defilade. And a defilade is hard for people to understand in their minds. So we understand it here, but I want a universal statement. So it's a conflict between what I have out here and the people want to see the base of the trees. So how will I work it out? I don't know yet. I like what I have so far. Yeah, I like this. Oh, let me change really quick to my earbuds so you can hear me. I thought I was mostly set up. I have the tripod for the iPhone set up inside the car. It's quite a system. Okay, so you can see what I have. I'm not thinking of using this whole crop, so I don't know. I have the opportunity for the whole crop. Good, you can hear me now. And I have a distant tree line, and I have, which is at the skyline. Below it is yellow canola. And then I have that big copse of trees. And then I have a supporting tree, which is probably a cottonwood, group of cottonwoods. But I don't know if that cottonwood is going to fit. Let's try it over here. Let's pull a wolf con. Put him right on the edge. Okay, good. So I have my horizon. I have my yellow, my light blue. Now what I have, actually the ground does that, but for the sake of pictorial sake, I'm going to keep the ground going up instead of down. So this is that ground that defilades the copse of trees. Now I have in front of me a really pretty road with a little concrete small bridge. Now these small bridges are something that I am going to do. I've done a few of them. But they're all over Lincoln County and West Spokane County here. And these little concrete bridges, I call them nothing bridges, make a fantastic thing. So it's not looking at a road or up a road, it's looking sideways at a road, and it's a part of the landscape. So I'm going to do a whole series going around just doing those nothing. So I have one of those. I don't really want the road. Just want that. And I want terrain. I have grasses and I have a road. The road is actually out of view. Okay, I kind of like that. Now let me play with the crop. I thought before I even left the studio that I would work with a crop. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. I don't know what I'm going to put down here. Something big. So let's jettison the 25 millimeter and go with the 50 millimeter. This 50 millimeter, I've taped two of them together because I'm cheap. I have a new full one sitting at home in the studio. Yellow. So that yellow is the critical thing, and I want everything to support it. So I know the blue is going to complement the yellow, and I know that if I have a yellow green down here, that it's going to analogize with the yellow. So analogy, highlight, complement. Not too sure how I like that. I think I'll have all yellow all the way up for starters. There is a yellow plastic post there, which I think is a power line. I don't know why it would be a power line. I don't know what it is. Something to do with the county road. So I'll take advantage of it. Maybe that's too much. We'll see. Could just wind up being a line. It's got a weird, got a rounded top with reflection. Okay, so I've set up the foreground. It's rather dramatic. Let's trying different things to open up the front. So the way to approach the front now, since I don't know what I'm doing, is going to be to just start in with color. This Terry Ludwig green is not far from the sand color of the cart. I'm going to support it here in the yellow. I know this will be yellow. Let's get the yellow in right away. And I want kind of a middling yellow. Oh, I was going to put my yellow box in from the studio. I didn't do it. Sky holes. Okay, the subject is canola. We're thinking of poor Vincent and his absolute just love for those mustard fields in southern France. Okay, that's really pleasing. Oh man, it really hits the spot. So we're going to support it as much as possible with these other. Now this dark yellow in a modestly low, it's very pretty. I don't know what it is. Probably it's a Terry Ludwig. Was in my last work and it really was very nice. So I get this really light color. I can think of the depth. And let's see, how am I going to support this? Here's some gray. I'm using it because it's light. Here's the nothing. Okay, worried about getting these trees in a little bit. Now I know I'm going to make an intentional error. I know I can darken this later if I have to. So there's the distant tree line, the tree copse. Really, it has a reflected light on top. I was looking at Albert Handel and how he does his reflected lights. Support it through a color statement. Now if I jump to red, this is kind of a rust red. It feels part of this environment. Well, I have a painting now. Hey, all that set up. Don't have a lot of blue in here, which is good because I don't want to. I don't want to use a blue sky if I can help it. I know I said I was going to use a blue sky. I was actually, when I said that, I was walking through the colors I see in my mind. Okay, now probably what I'll do, now I have this blue. And let's put it, you know that blue is considered a complement to yellow in the Munsell world. I'm not a Munsell-endelist. But I do like the way blue and yellow look. Here's some violet, which is the Newton complement to yellow. Okay, pretty good. Now, I think it's time to make a tonal statement. Get some tone back because I have very few dark colors. So I'm picking them out. Here they are. A brown green, if you will. A green that's darker than it looks. and a dark violet and a really dark red violet. Well, that's a dark blue. Okay. Here's this red violet. This is going to make a nice statement in this tree. Okay, I put it up there. That's going to create confusion of depth. Here it looks nice next to this yellow. So that yellow violet statement right there is the strong point. So I don't know how much black I want, if any. Just want to enhance that yellow. So I have a world of yellow. Now I'm a little bit unsure about where my horizon line is within the hole. Even movie directors know you want a high or a low horizon line. Otherwise, it lacks interest. Now I'm going to put my foot up on the easel. I hope I don't upset. Okay, this is working out well. You can see everything. So happy about that. So I'm not totally satisfied with the layout. Let's try, the design, the compositional design. So I'm happy with the colors though. So let's get the linear design working. Let's get this old piece. Now I could put a new piece of tape because I brought some tape. Anyway, if I need it, I have it. Okay, we're gonna monkey with this composition. I go home and grill a nice steak. I can see my hands shaking because I'm a little bit famished. Suffering for the art. Okay, so I could stand to make that sky lighter, and if I make the sky lighter, it will solve some of these issues as far as, that green and this green, although they're different in character. Also, that's a dark yellow, which has a green appearance, especially in a camera. Anyway, so let's change the value of the sky and the color. Maybe we can solve some of this. So the sky is hazy because it's hot and there is some cloud cover. So just to report to you what the sky looks like. This is a very soft pastel. Could be Terry Ludwig, could be anything. Could be one of those half-stick Senneliers. Okay, let's get rid of the dark splotches. Yeah, I'm gonna leave some of this other color because I want some travel from here to here. You guys remember all these things. Okay, so we like it. Let's commit. This has given us. Oh, it's stuck under the. That's a cool trick. Stick your pastel up under the tape. Okay, I'm starting to worry about how much power you have on your phone, you guys. So let's get that green back in action. Which green was it? This one. No, that's not it. Oh, maybe this green. No. Maybe it's this green. It's darker green than you think. No. Okay, so I've lost the green that I've been using. Did I put it back? Go looking for it. Well, it's an opportunity to put a different color in. It's a mint green. It is this green, but it's lightly applied. There we go. It looks darker on the page than it does on the stick. Now, these are new to me. I got these. I got them at the last IAPS I attended because they were such a good value, and I do use them with my not a lot. Okay, I like that object, but I don't like the color. All of this to enhance the yellow. Always enhance the there. Okay, so that's pretty good. This tree is working out. This tree is working out. These trees are, let's darken those down. Where did I put my dark colors? Here they are. Okay, I hope we don't lose power, but if you do, I think at least we've established what we want, and we've talked about it, thought our way through it. By the way, I hope you're getting questions together for me. Oh, that's nice against the yellow. So everything enhances the yellow. And I would like to now go in. Here's what I want to do. I want to get in there and get that yellow crazy. So here's a Sennelier, soft pastel yellow. But I don't want to lose my, I don't want to lose the basis of that yellow. I kind of have two windows of yellow that are the same. So we're going to keep that basic yellow in the middle. We're going to make this side smaller by putting a different yellow in it. There's some dust on it, so I'm going to do what you never do. Okay, so looking at how it looks in the camera. Okay, I'm satisfied. I think what I have, if not a good painting, is I have several paintings that can be made from this painting, because there's a lot of content here. And so thanks for watching. How long did it take? 20 minutes to paint. 25 minutes to set up and 20 minutes to paint.